people would have laughed at you if I'd told them a decade ago that they could now live in a Pittsburgh-area residence. The internet has made it easier than ever to learn just about anything you want. So with all this content and information available, how did you know which one to learn from and which ones actually work? Luckily for you, TTP member, for today's video, we will be talking about the former Steelers running back, Le'Veon Bell. Did you know that he sells his Pittsburgh-area residence? Let's get started. But remember, while the first step is completing any of these amazing courses, the second and possibly more important step is taking action even if it's imperfect action. The renowned running back Le'Veon Bell, who was formerly with the Pittsburgh Steelers, has moved around from team to team over the years. New York Jets, Kansas City Chiefs. But he has also been successful in selling the house he purchased in April 2016. Bell unfortunately did not exactly benefit from the trade-off. His home in the Pittsburgh area cost him $629,000. He later sold it at a loss of $475,000. The 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath home has a bucolic setting at the end of a cul-de-sac and is situated on 1.78 acres. Although the home has a sizable back deck where you can relax, the interior needs a lot of work. Rate a total renovation. In fact, based on the images, it appears that some demolition has already started. Additionally, the fixer-upper is described as a unique opportunity in the listing. Maybe the new owners can handle the job. Bell may not have a team, but he most certainly has a home. Additionally, the Ohio native owns a house 30 miles east of Columbus. Since purchasing the 6-bedroom, 5-bath mansion in December 2017, he has been maintaining it. He paid $855,000 for it. Nearly 7,700 square feet of living space and 25 acres of outdoor space are available at the property. Bell did sign contracts with the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last season, but this year he has switched his attention from football to boxing. In an exhibition match, he defeated Adrian Peterson, another running back, to launch his young career. Additionally, he will make his professional boxing debut later this month against former UFC fighter and MMA star Uriah Hall. Le'Veon Bell, one of the most well-known football players in the country, participated in NFL games while playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Born on February 18, 1992, Le'Veon Bell, Ohio's Reynoldsburg is where he was born and raised. His mother raised him starting in his infancy. There is currently very little information available about Bell's father. Le'Veon was the third child in a family of 5, which was quite large. He had 2 older sisters and 2 younger brothers. Donnie Stoller Jr., the school's director, took on the role of the boy's father by offering him various forms of support. Speaking about some information from his biography, Le'Veon claims that Toller's assistance is what allowed him to achieve such success in his sporting career. Le'Veon's interest in sports began at a young age because both of his brothers were enthusiastic football players. The older members of the family, Mom and Grandpa, were also die-hard supporters of the Pittsburgh Steelers football team. His decision about his future career was greatly influenced by this environment and his relatives' interests. Le'Veon enjoyed participating in athletic events at school. He played basketball and actively competed in a number of running competitions and the long jump. Even better, he broke a few school records. Le'Veon was chosen for the high division and was one of the coolest guys in the school as a result of these accomplishments. When he enrolled at the College of Michigan in 2010, it can be said that his professional life officially began. It is important to note that Donnie Stoller, who thought the boy had great abilities that remained priceless, had also assisted the boy in this. He personally requested a scholarship to Bell from the college coach. Even though Le'Veon's abilities were known to the head coach, he did not think Le'Veon should represent the team. Bell, however, was able to secure a scholarship for college. Bell spent 2 years playing for the college team. He was able to participate in about 13 games during this time, all of which went well for him. He managed to gain 109 yards and score 8 touchdowns. Numerous sports magazines took notice of his accomplishments. and the young athlete started to gain popularity at that point. He was regarded as the best football player in Michigan. He was included in a list of the top NFL players in 2010, published by ESPN. Le'Veon completely displayed his talent and frequently participated in different competitions in the following season. Bell made a total of 13 touchdowns in all 2011 games. Bell exceeded all expectations during the junior season and finished second in the top 10 in 2012. Numerous journalists and coaches were interested in this fact. Despite his success, Le'Veon made the decision to lead the senior league and sign up for the NFL in 2013. Le'Veon's professional football career starts at this point. He departs Michigan in 2012. Bell currently enjoys the notoriety, and numerous analysts have already predicted Bell's entry into the NFL. They made the assumption that it needed to make it through selection in the second or third round. Le'Veon moved up to 5th place at that time in the NFL TalkToPaulDotCom ranking. He then actively starts training after receiving a request from the NFL to join the team's scouting combine. Many scouts who participated in Bell's training sessions said that Bell is the best running back because of his variations in high speed and force. His diminutive height had never been an issue for him. Bell advanced through one of the qualifying rounds in 2013 and joined the Pittsburgh Steelers. Le'Veon signs a $4 million contract this year. However, because Bell injured his leg during the preseason training, his first season did not begin with counsels. Due to this injury, he was forced to sit out the first 3 weeks of the season. During the game against the Minnesota Vikings, he made his debut. Then, with a total of 1,258 yards, Le'Veon broke the record set by the illustrious Franco Harris, a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The athlete was successful during the 2014 start of the following game season. By year's end, he had gained recognition and was no longer a novice. He also guided his squad to a 16th place finish among the best league football players. Bell had more than 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns after a full season. Bell suffered an injury while competing against the Cincinnati Bengals in the same year. He was added to the injured reserve the following day. His season was over until the next time at this point. After that, the injury required surgery, which he underwent. However, this did not stop him from returning to the game in 2016 and claiming the 41st spot among the best players. Le'Veon was retested for drug use in August of the same year, but he failed. The player was thus once again barred from taking part in the season's opening game due to violations of NFL policy. But after the appeal, the number of games was reduced just like the previous time. In 2016, Bell was able to surpass the mark set by running back Willie Parker, a former member of the Steelers, who amassed 223 yards during the course of the contest. No one has been able to beat this score in 73 years. However, Bell was able to gain 236 yards during the game against the Bills, which is unquestionably the best rate in the team's entire history. On the 31st try, a removal that rang the bell was a historic accomplishment. Bell finished first on the list of Steelers players who managed to accumulate the most rush yards in a single game with a 3-yard run at center. Bell successfully participated in a number of games for the same team in the 2017 campaign. Bell finished the year with 1,291 yards and 9 touchdowns. Yet since 2018, there have been issues. In order to extend the contract by another year, the athlete was reassigned. Although it was worth $14 million, the athlete rejected the terms because he believed that his time on the team was worth much more. Because of this, the athlete and his team missed out on all competitions. The contract's further discussion came to an end. Bell ultimately missed 9 regular season games. Due to all of these disagreements, Bell was unable to play in the NFL in 2018. The athlete, however, was unfazed by it because he knew he could easily make money. Other teams are concurrently taking a look at his candidacy and making him an offer to play in the games. Numerous analysts and journalists from well-known international news outlets offer their perspectives on this matter. Someone believes that James Conner's 192-yard gain was sufficient for Bell to give up. Maybe, but only because Conner will start and Bell won't be required to touch the ball more than 30 times per game in order to be paid for the games. He can then look forward to the future with optimism. Le'Veon is especially devout, so he has several tattoos that depict Bible verses on his body, or more specifically on his right and left hands. His mother is depicted hugging Le'Veon in another of his tattoos, which he got after Michigan lost a significant championship. Bell also frequently takes part in different charity events. His active collaboration with the group PETA, which advocates for the protection of animals, is another indication of this. He once appeared in the organization's video, which was an appeal to stop killing mink for fashionable clothing. Regarding his romantic relationships, all that is known is that he met some girls, though their union did not last very long. His former friend Jordan Taylor was one of his girlfriends, but they were also having relationship problems. When Jordan made a video in which she discussed her breakup with Bell, this information became public. She later shared a video on his Instagram page. Bell has a relationship with Mercedes Dawson as of 2016 though, despite the fact that their union is not legally recognized. The couple gave birth to a daughter in 2017. Le'Veon is a remarkable individual who has accomplished a great deal in both sports and the arts. He made the decision to pursue a musical career in 2017, but he also decided to adopt the stage name. He released his first studio album that year, which had 16 tracks. Bell experienced a negative incident in 2014. Bell played football at the time and Le'Veon was in the car driving with his friend. The unidentified woman was observed in their escort. The police stopped them en route. The officers smelled marijuana in the car, which led him to believe Bell was a marijuana user. Following that, when the police searched Bell's car, they discovered about 20 grams of marijuana. Due to this, the police detained all three of the offenders. Bell then appeared in court where the judge gave him a 15-month probationary sentence. In addition, Bell's license was suspended after 60 days, which made it illegal for him to drive. Le'Veon Bell will become a free agent in 2019 and will not be subject to any additional restrictions. According to Kevin Colbert, general manager of the Steelers, the team will not apply the franchise tag to a running back. The possibility of Pittsburgh using Bell's transition tag to obtain the player exchange was theoretically possible, but the likelihood of that happening at first was low. If Bell signs with another team as a free agent, Pittsburgh will be compensated with the appropriate 2020 draft pick. The objective Bell set for himself last offseason when he declined to sign the franchise tag for $14.5 million and missed the entire season was realized. Stats for Le'Veon Bell's career. Le'Veon Bell has won many honors over the course of his career. NFL Honors Award nomination for the 2015 season, Year's Top Fantasy League Player. 2015 FedEx Award for Best Running Back and NFL Honors Award. NFL Honors Award nominee for 2017, Unmatched in the Game While Traveling. Bell played 62 games in his 5-year successful career, from 2013 to 2017. Bell amassed 5,336 rushing yards and 2,660 receiving yards in all games, scoring 35 touchdowns. These numbers might have been higher if Bell had not missed every game of the 2018 season because of the contract dispute. Prior to the 2019 season, Bell agreed to a 4-year, $52 million deal with the New York Jets. With bonuses, the Jets paid Bell $14.97 million in 2019. Bell's base salary was set to be $8.5 million in 2020, and the Jets had already paid him a $4.6 million roster bonus. Contracts have been signed by Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell for a heavyweight boxing exhibition on July 30 at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Back on defense, Le'Veon in American football, Andrew Bell Sr. represents the New York Jets of the NFL. Prior to being selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the second round of the 2013 NFL Draft, he played college football for Michigan State. Bell was supposed to be picked in the second round of the screening process. He was currently ranked as the 5th defensive back by the commercially successful portal NFLDraftScout.com at that time. The Pittsburgh Steelers selected him as their 48th overall pick in the second round. He was consequently selected in the second round of that year's running back draft. Bell and the Steelers signed a contract in June 2013 that bound them together for the subsequent 4 years. His debut campaign was a resounding success. He finished the season with 244 carries, 8 running TDS, and 860 total rushing yards. In 2014, Bell served as the team's starting quarterback and led his team to a victory over the Cleveland Browns. By the end of a few more games, he became his team's first defensive back to record 100 rushing yards in 7 straight games. Le'Veon Bell, on the other hand, is a defensive player in the NFL draft for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He works on his football technique. When he was 18 years old, he was a 211 wide receiver in the country. As of June 2022, Le'Veon Bell is expected to have a personal net worth of $12 million. Le'Veon Bell has a daughter with Mercedes Dawson, his girlfriend, but he has not wed her yet. And that's it for this video, TTP member. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we have delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you will start to see results. See you soon.